Hello, this is Gilberto Guerrero, and today I will be doing a narrative sermon. And today, the title of the message is Do Not Be Afraid. So, no matter who you are, you've felt the grip of fear. You've felt fear within you before. Perhaps you've been fearful about something that has hurt you, or you do not sense your worth or value, or you're just trying your best to make it through life on your own because you've been let down by so many people. Or there have been times where you have felt limited because of your abilities, or you simply are just afraid that if you speak up, you may get shut down. So, I have been, held down by the grip of fear when I went to Six Flags as a kid. I remember my dad taking me. He's like, let's go, we're going to ride the roller coasters and we're going to have a lot of fun. And then I remember just getting to the Superman ride. And for those of you who have been to Six Flags here in Texas, in Arlington, you know how tall the Superman ride is. And, I just sat there and I looked up and was just filled with fear. I didn't feel strong enough. I didn't feel brave enough. But I knew that if I went with my dad, I know that his presence of him being there would help me get through that. So through that experience, I overcame my fears, the moment that I looked up at that ride thinking, there's no way that I can do this. But just having my dad there, having him next to me, and then going on the ride and finishing, it was a great experience, and it was an experience where I overcame my fears. And in that moment I needed to shift my fear to faith. So instead of having fear, I need to switch to have faith and know that because my dad's with me, he's there for me, he's going to help me get through that, and surely I did. So, and by that story, I just wanted to say that our God works the same way. He is with us to be our strength and our guidance, and we should not feel afraid at whatever lies ahead of us. So I'm going to use the story of Moses as an example, and God was asking Moses to confront Pharaoh, one of the most powerful political figures in the region during that time. And God wanted Moses to confront him so that, he could set thousands and thousands of slaves free. And all Moses could do was come up with excuses. Some of the excuses he came up with were, what if they don't believe me? What if they don't listen? What if I'm scared? Or what if I don't speak well in front of crowds? And just like me and just like Moses needed to shift his fear to faith and from doubt to peace. So as he was given this task and he felt afraid, he felt unqualified, he felt limited by his abilities, that's where he needed to shift his fear to faith. And God constantly reminds Moses that he has gone before him and that he will never abandon him. And it's not about what Moses can't do, but more like what God can do. So Moses' journey was not easy. It was filled with mistakes, but the Lord was faithful and loving to him. And our God keeps his promises. So Moses accomplished what was set before him by God's strength and guidance. And in the same way, having my father with me through that Superman ride at Six Flags, I also was able to get through that. I was able to shift my fear to faith and overcome that obstacle. So, I don't know what obstacle you face today. Just know that because of God, you can. And he is faithful and he is strong. And I'll leave you with a Bible verse, which is Psalm 27:1. And it says, "The Lord is my light and salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I fear? God bless you all.